Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for blessing us this Wednesday afternoon. We are moments away from creating a new future for ourselves. Thank you for blessing us with the gift of today and giving many thanks for what's approaching. Bless this class with excellence and failure, as excellence is never served on a silver platter. Let this class grow physically, mentally, and emotionally. Let your strength outshine because pain is temporary. Help us not to be weakened by greed. Allow us to follow your happiness so that the rest will follow. Help us not to rush or pressure our destiny, and not to look through others' glasses as their view is not for us, but to look with our own eyes so that our path will be in line with our future as God is following us every step of the way. Throughout this journey we call life, we will get knocked down 7 times, but get up 8. Help us not to take our blessings for granted, but instead help us to count them. Lord, give this class of motivators, leaders, and scholars the strength to overcome any challenges coming our way. And with any storm we may face in our future, help us to know that the rainbow will soon fall in. Put God first, as His grace is more powerful than any obstacle in life. Believe and trust in His Holy Spirit. Amen.
Can be found.
At this time, it is my privilege to introduce our guest speaker, Jefferson County School Board member, Mr. Ronnie Dixon.
Thank you. Graduates of the class of 2019, parents, administrators, and teachers, I'm honored to be here with you today and to bring you greetings from Dr. Craig Pouncey and the entire Jefferson County Board of Education. Today is a day that I hope you remember and cherish for the rest of your lives. Each of you should be very proud of the major milestone in your life. You've worked hard, you've set your goals high, and you have succeeded. Some of you have decided to continue your education by attending college. Some of you will continue your education by going into a trade. But let me assure you of one thing, your education is not complete. Coach Nick Saban said after winning his first national championship at the University of Alabama, "This is not the end, it's only the beginning." Tomorrow will start a new beginning in your life. You'll be a high school graduate, a young adult, and you'll have adult decisions to make. What will you do when the company that you want to work for doesn't offer you a job? What will you do when you're not accepted into the university that you wanted to attend? What will you do when your marriage is in trouble and your boss says you're fired? What will you do? Please remember one thing that I tell you today. In Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and not in your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. We've all heard in Sunday school about King David and the trials and tribulations that he experienced. And I'm sure his son Solomon, who wrote the proverb that I just quoted, witnessed some of those personally. He also saw his father David repent, persevere, and overcome. Today, Solomon is known as one of the wisest men ever to live. As you move on with your lives, trust the wise examples and advice of your parents, your grandparents, pastors, and teachers. You will never stop learning. I want to challenge you today to embrace three things as you move forward. When you do face adversity, and you will, I promise you, you will, be thankful for what God has given you. Have a positive attitude and never give up on your dreams. Congratulations, Clay-Chalkville class of 2019. May God bless you and your family. Go Cougars!
Good afternoon. I'd like to take a moment to welcome each of you to Clay-Chalkville High School's 2019 commencement ceremony. This afternoon, each graduate has reached a milestone. I want to thank each parent, family member, friend for your attendance today and for the investment you have made in the lives of these graduating seniors that have enabled them to reach this point. To our assistant principals, teachers, coaches, and other staff members who have worked with these students, let me just say to you, you have helped them become more than they thought they could become, and I thank you for the countless hours you have given to this group of graduates, and I think they would thank you as well. I'd like to specifically thank a few people this afternoon, Miss Sonia Scherer, Miss Shannon Petty, and Miss Melanie Gaines for their tireless efforts that will make today a memorable one for each graduate. A final word of thanks to Mr. Dennis Washington with the Alabama Power Company and ProStream for giving his time to make sure that our graduation is being live streamed to the many people viewing this event around the globe this afternoon. I would also like to recognize our honored guests on stage today. First, I'd like to recognize Clay Mayor, Mr. Charles Webster, and also I'd like to thank Mr. Dixon for bringing us those words of encouragement this afternoon. Also joining us today is Pastor Wilder, Ronald Wilder. Most of you know him from Covenant Church International. Mr. Jason Wilson, principal at Clay-Chalkville Middle School. Mr. Rod Johnson, principal at Chalkville Elementary School. And one special principal, Dr. Sharon Gallant, principal at Clay Elementary School. Dr. Gallant, would you please stand for just 1 second, please? A lot of you graduates sitting here today had Dr. Gallant at Clay Elementary, and I know several people in attendance today also know Dr. Gallant very well. Many of you may not know that Dr. Gallant's retiring this year after serving children and families in Jefferson County and the Clay community for 41 years. I think that deserves our appreciation and a round of applause. So thank you, Dr. Gallant, for all you've done for me personally in my time at Clay, and I know that these many young people and several people in the crowd definitely would like to thank you as well. You'll certainly be missed by many. My final thanks goes to you guys, Clay-Chalkville High School graduating class of 2019. 4 years ago, I stood before you guys for the first time. Neither one of us knew very much about each other. Today, I stand before you for the final time and consider it a blessing to have been given the opportunity to serve as your principal. It's with certainty that I can say the class of 2019 will definitely be missed. Your academic achievements, which includes more than $6 million in scholarship offers, fine arts performances, Clay-Chalkville news broadcasts, athletic events, and many individual accomplishments are memories that I, as well as many in this room today, will cherish for years to come. Seniors, to say that I'm proud of you would definitely be an understatement. Graduation from high school is an event that you will never forget. I want you to remember, though, that today is only the first step in many milestones that all of you will reach in your lifetime. As we prepare to celebrate the closing of this chapter in your life and the opening of the next, I hope that it's appropriate for me to share a few last words of wisdom with you guys, the class of 2019. The next chapter that you are about to embark upon will be filled with many choices, decisions, and opportunities. The challenges that you will face will not always have an easy answer, but will help form your character, sense of responsibility, and purpose. This afternoon, I'm going to share 3 short lessons with you that I hope you can take with you in the years to come. First, I want you to set goals that challenge you and make a plan to achieve them. Olympic gold medalist Michael Phelps once said, "I think that goals should never be easy. They should force you to work, even if they're uncomfortable at the time." It's true. You will never accomplish all of the great things that you are capable of while staying in your comfort zone. Push yourself to be the best you can in whatever endeavor you choose. Always remember that the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just a little bit extra. Next, take responsibility for your own actions. Being responsible is a characteristic that we have tried to help each of you with over the last 4 years. Acceptance of responsibility leads to a strong work ethic and success in all facets of life. Those that perfect this trait will soon realize that you will be valued greatly by those in your academic, professional, and personal lives. And finally, and it's been mentioned today on stage by Mr. Dixon already, never give up, no matter the adversity or obstacle you face. Thomas Edison is noted as saying, "Many of life's failures are people who didn't realize how close they were to success when they gave up." I can assure you that things won't always be easy. Obstacles will come when you least expect them. Instead of looking at these obstacles as mountains that can't be climbed, look at them as opportunities to grow. I've never known a truly successful person or competitor that sees the finish line and slows down. In closing, Clay-Chalkville High School class of 2019 will send graduates all over the country and world to represent our school and our town. Take that responsibility seriously, whether you are sitting in a college class, starting a new job, or on foreign soil defending our country. I want you to know that you have a profound influence over your own happiness and success in life. Think about the choices you make each day. Your potential is limitless. I challenge you to not settle for mediocrity. It's true that there is no substitute for hard work. Expect success and you will find it, and in doing so, I believe that each one of you will reach your highest potential and achieve your dreams. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Good afternoon. I'm Hannah Sewell, but before I start my speech, I wanted to give a special thanks to some very certain people that helped us get here to today. So we have Mr. Lee and Miss Weaver and Coach Dallas and Mr. Reed, and then our 3 counselors, Miss Devon, Miss Snowden, and Miss Creighton. And we wanted to give a special thanks to Miss Gaines, Miss Scher, and Miss Petty. So, thank you. To the class of 2019, we have finally made it to the day we've been waiting for since kindergarten. School is like a cycle. You start as a young child in kindergarten, hardly doing any work, and taking naps, and then you continue on to grow up, working harder to accomplish good grades and finishing what you started. And then you're a senior, and you're back to hardly doing any work and taking naps again. Am I right? Over the past 4 years, we've experienced an extraordinary amount of hardships, memories, failures, and achievements. From football games to pep rallies, band concerts to plays and musicals, to the easiest classes of health to the hardest classes of AP language and calculus, who we can all thank Ms. Gaines and Mr. Phillips for. Through extra credit, tears, and credit recovery, we have all surprisingly made it to the biggest day, one of the biggest days of our lives. Over the last couple of years, I started to realize that we, the class of 2019, are and will continue to be the greatest class to come to Clay-Chalkville High School. We have the most amazingly diverse people within our class. I mean, come on, we've got insanely good athletes from every sport going to play at the college level. Killer singers and instrumental players, several planned military prospects, future newscasters, incredible geniuses, creative artists, and even more genuinely kind people than all of those categories combined. But that just shines light into the next chapter and shows talents now, not the abilities and doors that will be opening in the future to come. As a whole, our class is one of the most gifted and intelligent classes to pass through CCHS. We have an unbelievable amount of scholarship money as a class and an equally impressive acceptance rate to colleges across the country. But enough about the terrifying future. I'll leave that to Gabby. Throughout the course of our high school careers, you could say we've learned many lessons to carry with us into the future. We've learned to strive to be the best versions of ourselves, to work for what we deserve and earn, to give it our best shot no matter the outcome. Most importantly, we've learned to never give up through teachers and the staff of our school. And for that, we thank them. Not only do we thank y'all, we thank our families for pushing us to be the best we can be. But the greatest thanks we give is to God for giving us the opportunity to go to school and learn, unlike many children in this day and age do not get to be able to. I don't know if y'all know this, but this is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. When Mr. Vaughn came to me and said, "Congratulations, you're speaking at graduation," I said, I put on a smile and completely panicked and continued to, and since then until now. I kept contemplating, what am I going to say, and how the heck I'm going to be able to get in front of hundreds of people and speak. Mostly, I was worried about what all these people were going to think of this hillbilly country accent I have. And the laughter I was going to receive. But the more I thought about it, and thought of how many mocks and laughs I've gotten over the years about it, I thought, well, they're going to laugh no matter what, so I'll just roll with that. So with that, I encourage each and every one of you to not only see your insecurities and roll with it, but to take every day and every obstacle and just roll with it. Because at the end of the day, you have to know who you are and what makes you, you. My accent makes me who I am, and I am proud of it. So I hope each of you carry your individual past with you. I hope that you don't forget the people who have helped you get here, the friends you've made along the way, and the memories you have made. I hope that you take what you've learned and apply it to the exciting future that awaits us. And lastly, I hope that you never forget where you came from, this little town of Clay that we call home.
Good afternoon. My name is Gabrielle Lowry, and it is my honor today to give the latter part of today's commencement address for this outstanding student body. We can all agree that we have arrived at this destination with nothing short of obstacles and hardships. However, through experience, we have learned that nothing worth having comes easy. Many of us have suffered disappointments, delays, failures, and pure defeat. Nevertheless, I stand before you today asking of you three things: to stay true to God, stay true to yourself, and stay true to the journey. Many times in life, we operate within our own strength instead of God. We train and work out so that we can prevail in games. We study so that we can maximize our own academic potential. But what happens, though, when our dreams become deferred? What happens when our best isn't good enough? I challenge you all today to look to God for your initial strength, so that when your physical and mental stamina is all burnt out, He shall renew your strength for long-lasting prosperity. Secondly, I want to speak on the subject of staying true to yourself, specifically knowing your value and your worth. Many times we base our value on things like standardized tests, athletic games, and other competitions. However, we must acknowledge that we are all different and have strengths and weaknesses in different aspects of life. By knowing your own worth, you refuse to compare yourselves with others. Comparison is said to be the thief of joy, as it becomes a distraction and pulls you away from the acknowledgement of your own accomplishments. Also, my fellow classmates, we must learn to avoid jealousy. We all have periods of highs and lows. Her season isn't your season, his season isn't your season, and that's okay. That's part of life, learning how to function in the midst of your own uncertainties. Which leads me to my last point, of staying true to the journey. Everyone likes to begin with a plan in mind, or at least I do. Everyone likes to have a plan, but if high school has taught me anything, it's that life happens. I began high school with a plan of doing A, B, and C in hopes of gaining a scholarship my senior year. However, when it didn't come to pass, I became dismayed. But I soon realized that maybe this was part of my journey. Maybe this was God's plan. We have to learn to trust the process and enjoy the moment, as tomorrow is not promised. Life is no crystal stair, but we must be able to embrace the setbacks and the delays, as they make us who we are. Life is about making the daily decision to put one foot in front of the other and say to yourself, I choose to do more. I choose to be more. So with that being said, to my graduating class of 2019, I'd like to leave you with these words. There's always going to be another mountain, and you're always going to want to make it move. There's always going to be an uphill battle, but sometimes you're going to have to lose. It's not about how fast you get there, and it's not about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Thank you.
Robert Ernest Bryant IV. Bradley Valor Beeson. Abigail Yvonne Eubanks. Laura Marina Buchanan. Anaya Dion Hester. Erica Page Porton. Monica Nicole Johnson. Danielle Nicole Jordan. Alyssa Grace Manning. Logan Dean Pruitt. Sarah Ann Radke. Courtney Diane Rowe. Timothy Noah Tatum. Raven LaShawn Washington. Jordan Alexis Wilson. Mahaya Monet Alexander. Antoria Tajay Allen. Jacoby Arce Allen. Jordan Khalil Allen. Matthew Isaiah Allen. Yenny Judith Alonzo Hernandez. Jacqueline Amparo Gonzalez. Sylvester Henry Anderson II. Emmanuel Apollinar. Chance Deron Armstrong. Daquan Tyrell Ashford. Cheyenne Autumn Atkinson. Wakiria Lanata Avery. Janaya Marseille Banks. Deasia Monique Barfield. Justin Xavier Barker. Berwin Barthold. Brianna Chanel Barton. David Deshaun Battle. Carla Becerra. Arunde Khalil Bell. Akira Siobhan Bennett. Tatiana Betancourt. Deron Brock Mathea. Talisha Abria Bibbs. Shari Benet Bishop. Matthew James Blahouse. Andrew Ramon Blair. Erica Mia Bledsoe. Luke Hudson Bonner. Ayana Nicole Boykin. Prometheus Chevalier Bragg. Nathaniel Brandy. Courtney Braxton Jr. Kamaya Jalea Brewster. Tyra Nichelle Brinkley. Brandy Patrice Brown. India Amari Brown. Trinity Mariona Brown. Jayla Rose Brundage. Dayon Rakesh Bryant. Taylor Nicole Burrell. DeMarcus Wardell Burris. Derek Landon Payne. Karen Cardona Aguilar. Mitzi Cardona. Kayla Nicole Carlisle. Jayla Shanice Carr. Dominica A. Carroll. Gerald Vidal Carter. Victoria Lynn Carter. Bakari D. Castleberry. Christopher Parker Charles. Ingrid Chavez. Justin Scott Cherry. DeMarco Darrell Christian. Nicholas Ryan Christian. Cole Dominic Ciata. Detrail Damon Clark. Dallas Clay. Irenaya Elise Claiborne. Dwight Jalen Andrew Clayton. Jordan Renell Cleveland. Heisman Seth Clowney. Brittany Amber Cobb. Danielle Isabella Collins. John Wesley Colvin III. Maria Soledad Cortez Martinez. Hunter Allen Cosper. Kellyanne Monet Cox. Kanija Marie Creighton. Austin Joshua Crowder. Jonah Andrew Crumpton. Jose Diego Garcia Cruz. Devin Jamal Dale. Brianne Nicole Davis. Dante Davis. Destiny LeMonica Davis. Kiwan Isaiah Dawkins. Sierra Amani Dijonet. Ayana Dinsmore. David Earl DeShazo Jr. Ariel Patrice Dowdell. Sidney Echeverria Carachure. Tadarius Lamarck Ellington. Marquez Deshaun Embry. Jonathan Espino Baina Jr. Betsy Estefani Espino Medina. Kiara Evans. Jadea Nicole Ferris. Jeremiah D. Fitzgerald. Miguel Angel Flores. Shakiria Pocahontas Sportson. Tyler Van Foster. Valia Cheyenne Fowler. David Paul Frank. Jonah Charles Friend. Brandon Galena Sterna. Stephen Dale Garner. Octavia G. Jacob Zachary Glenn. Trinity Kiara Gaucher. Talon Siete Tremaine Grady. Tabitha Alexandria Green. Aaliyah Danae Harden. Mark Anthony Hargrove. Austin Carter Harper. Ayana Catrell Harris. Isaiah Markel Harris. Colby Horace Harville. Jocelyn Noel Hawkins. Travis Joseph Hawkins. Renard Benton Heller. Peyton Wallace Henderson. Kendall Noel Henry. Nathaniel Antonio Herman Hernandez. Giselle Yvette Hernandez. Rudy Stanley Hernandez. Samuel Everett Herring. Delvin Tadavion Hicks. Jaquan Alonzo Hicks. Logan Garrett Higgins. Damian Keyshawn Hill. Troy James Hoffman. Dwayne Cordell Holder. Christopher D. Jonathan Holmes. Sierra Holmes. Shakari Calvin Hosley Turner. Alexia Antoinette Jackson. Valeria Takaya Jackson. Alexis Quier Jenkins. Amaya Dion Jernigan. Angela Denise Johnson. Jason D. Johnson. Carrington Matthew Jones. Derek Deron Jones. Jackson Travis Jones. Jasmine Gabrielle Jones. Taylor Denise Jones. Lauren Elizabeth Jones. Camille R. Jones. Gregory Silas Kennedy. Anthony Lamont Key. Sierra Janae Kise. Jadon Martez Kimball. Jadarius Malik Kimball. Beyonce Jade Kimbrough. Aston Sellers Kincaid. Dominique Richard Kendrick. Jelani LaShawn Kirkman. Tyron Tawan Lee Coop. Joshua Michael Lane. Hunter Thomas Langford. Tomas Emmanuel Lee. Jacqueline Vanessa Limon. Jose Luis Lamont. Renisha LaShawn Little. Erica Nicole Lockhart. Carlos David Lopez Gaspar. Anthony Thomas Lohe. Logan Christian Lyle. Jalen Keontae Mack. Adriana E. McNeil. Alasia Jemiah Maddox. Ataya Yvette Mahan. Ratrice Rianne Mallett. Katie Elizabeth Manley. Leanna Lenore Martinez. Morgan Zenobia Malden. Darren R. Maxwell Jr. Jalen Lee McCall. Sky Monet McLeod. Kelly Anthony Every McCullough. Jayla Bianca McCoy. Justin Richard McCrae. DeAndre M. McGee. Derek Dominic McGraw. Courtney Armand McKinney. Jewel Kennedy Mealing. Emmanuel Mendez. Denison Grease Mercado. Skylar Bryant Murhoff. James Edward Murkison. Armand Rashad Miller. Cameron James Miller. Cameron Michelle Miller. Willie T. Miller III. Travius Dontrell Mitchell. Now Jaquan Mobley. Catherine Yasel Montes Murillo. Noah Matthew Montgomery. Adraylon Carell Moore. Luke Ryan Moore. Mallory Page Morgan. Kendall Ed Moultrie. James Jerome Yusso III. John Truman Nall Jr. Crystal Atara Neal. DeAndre Shiante Cherokee Nelson. Zachary Ryan Nichols. Kevin Noah Pakeo Bardell. Zachary Don Parker. Jalen A. Parrish. Scenario Jemiah Peoples. Ryan Jacob Purdue. Tyler Dwayne Purdue. Ariel Lee Person. Amber Nicole Pilgrim. Caleb Alvin Pouncey. Mahogany Renee Pouncey. Sierra Raquel Powell. Anaya Denia Presley. Anime Caitlin Pride. Emery DeMonte Pritchett. Antonio Dominique Pullum. Lael Cheval Purifoy. Alyssa J. Radford. LaWilliam Lorenzo Randolph Drisker. Andrew Deshard Ransall. Tajay Antoinette Reed. Zara Niall Reeves MacArthur. Victorian Danye Reed. Rachel Allen Reed. Jeremy Dwayne Rice. Alicia DeBrianna Richardson. LaShannon Tennille Riggins. Jonathan Lee Robertson. Samuel Devon Robinson. Reagan Grace Rodman. Brian Dwayne Rogers Jr. Brittany Nicole Rogers. Joshua Allen Russell. Jasmine Danielle Sager. Tatiana Michelle Sanchez. Latrajan Sanders. Megan Renee Santiago. Kayla Marie Slurb. Cecilia Ronice Sanklin. Brianna Michelle Shaw. Annie Monet Simmons. Kinley Shay Simpson. Ariane Takeith Smith. Jacob Reese Smith. Tyrell T. Smith. Amaria D. Spain. Aubrey Nicole Sparks. Shamar Isaiah Spivey. Caitlin Ruth Stacy. Jonathan D'Angelo Story. Courtney Sherrod Stokes Jr. Joy Janae Stringer. Robert Earl Stubbs. Daniel Lewis Sturdivant. Ariana Mariah Somerville. Caitlin Elizabeth Swindle. Robert Lee Sykes III. Anthony Jamal Talton. Taylor Stephen Tanner. Tamiria Nishawn Tatum. Nakia Desiree Taylor. Alfred Burrell Thomas. Harris Taylor Thomas. Samuel O'Neill Thomas Jr. Nicholas Lee Thompson. Andrea Montre Tillman. Sarah Elaine Polar. Matthew Tate Travis. Genesis Nicole Turner. Carrington Noel Benson. Arnold Ardarius Walker. Waylon Simone Walton. Kristen Scott Farmer Walton. Amber Renee Ward. Isaiah Amir Wardlow. Cameron Amari Ware. Keyshawn J. Warren. Fallon V. Wesson. Harold Jamal White. Khalil Janae Wiggins. Brandon Malik Williams. Chase Ortiz Williams. Emma Jean Faison Williams. Haley Madison Williams. Jacob Deshaun Williams. Lauren Page Williams. Asia Elizabeth Willingham. Jayla Nicole Wright. Justin Chandler York.
Seniors, if you're not standing, please stand. Seniors, stand. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege, and I would like to present to you the Clay-Chalkville High School graduating class of 2019. Seniors, turn your tassels.